Today we will begin with second chapter. Okay, the first point of the second chapter are the modes of operation and closed loop control of drives. Okay, the main three modes of operation of electric drive. Okay, which constitutes a motor. Okay, the main part of any electric drive is a motor. Okay, so these are the three modes of operation of electric drive. First is the steady state operation or steady state mode. Second is the acceleration, including starting. Third is the deceleration, including stop. Okay. 1 minute. Steady state means what? For example, the machine is running with a constant speed. Means what? We can say that it is in steady state, and suppose after some time we want this machine to change the speed to from 500 rpm to 1000 rpm, then it will take some time to reach new speed, and after some time again it will set again it will settle to new speed. Okay, means what? The machine is now running at new steady state point. Okay, we know the fundamental torque equation, which is given as T is equal to TL plus J d omega m by dt. Okay, when the machine is running at steady state, means what? During this interval or beyond this interval. Okay, in this case there is no transient condition, or there is no dynamic torque is there. Means what? Under steady state this term will be equal to 0. Means what? Under steady state T is equal to TL. Okay, we have earlier studied that when load torque and motor torque intersects at a particular point, that point is a equilibrium point. Okay, equilibrium point, and at this point T is equal to TL. Okay, suppose this is the graph of T and this is the graph of TL. Then at this particular operating point, which is a equilibrium point, T is equal to TL. Okay, this is nothing but what? A steady state. 1 minute, I will select whiteboard. Okay, I just showed you that suppose a machine is running at a low speed, and after some times we want the speed to increase to a new speed. Okay, it will take some time, and after some duration it will settle to new steady state condition or new speed. Okay, suppose the original speed is omega m1 and the new speed is omega m2. And how this transition occurs, or is it possible that the new speed will be obtained? Suppose this is the y-axis omega m and the y-axis is the time. Okay, so consider the example of DC shunt motor. Okay, you know the characteristic or speed torque characteristic of DC shunt motor is like this. It has a drooping characteristic. Okay, it has a drooping characteristic. Is what the y-axis is omega m and the x-axis is the torque. Okay, and suppose at this point when there is no load, the speed is omega m0. The speed is omega m0. Now suppose there is a load torque curve is given. Load torque curve is given, so we can say that this is the operating point. Okay, this is the operating point because this is the load torque, and this is the speed torque characteristic curve or torque curve. Okay, so this is the operating point A, and suppose now I want to run the drive with a reduced speed, okay, new speed omega m1. Okay, also at this position, whatever be the speed torque characteristic of the machine, okay, it must intersect the load torque. Okay, so the new operating point B will be established. Okay, whether it is possible to obtain these two curves, suppose this is the curve number 1 and this is the curve number 2. How we obtain this curve? For example, curve number 1, how we obtain? Okay, suppose the machine is running with a speed omega m0 with no load. As the load increases, this graph is, we obtain this graph. Okay, and similarly other graphs can be obtained. Okay, for example, this graph number 2, how we can obtain? Suppose we implement armature voltage control method with a speed, sorry, with voltage equal to armature voltage equal to V0, we will get no load speed equal to omega m0. Okay, similarly with voltage equal to V1, we will get no load speed is equal to omega m1. Okay, these are the no load speeds, these are the no load speeds. Okay, omega m1, these are the initial conditions. Okay, this is the initial condition to obtain the graph number 1. To obtain the graph number 1. Okay, means what we put armature voltage equal to V0, then the speed is omega m0, and after that we will increase the load on the machine and we will get the graph number 1. Similarly, if we reduce the voltage to V1, okay, we will reduce the voltage equal to V1, then the no load speed will be equal to omega m1. Okay, and after that, if we increase the load on the motor, then we will get the graph number 2. Okay, means what? Number of motor torque curves are possible. Okay, so at any speed we can obtain a equilibrium point. We can obtain a equilibrium point. Okay, at any speed, means what? The load torque curve is constant. This curve is constant. TL curve is constant. I will use other pen. Okay, the TL curve is constant. Okay, which states the load torque characteristic, and we have to run the motor, okay, with this given load torque. Okay, means what? We have to run the drive on equilibrium point. At every stage it has to run with equilibrium point. Some students are annotating. Okay, do you get it? काय लगा है? Hello Aniket. अनिकेत काय लगा अनुजन सांगू? श्वेता. हेलो श्वेता.
हाँ सर.
क्या लगा?
हाँ सर.
Okay. Okay, means what? The drive must be able to give number of characteristics. Characteristic 1, 2. Similarly, there must be a characteristic equal to of number 3. Okay, so that each time the operation is the operating point will be a equilibrium point. Okay, each time where T is equal to T. Okay, it is possible. Okay, okay, that same thing I have shown here. Okay, next, okay, I have told you that the for example, in this case the first operating point was A. Okay, and now I want to reduce the speed, and the new operating point we have to obtain. Okay, means what? The transition from the A to B. Okay, from transition from A to B has to be there. Okay, how this transition happens, we will see now. Okay. Suppose the machine is running with speed omega m1. Okay, machine is running with speed omega m1, and the corresponding operating point is A. Okay, corresponding operating point is A. Okay, I will select the pen. This is the original operating point. Okay, at this point A, the speed is equal to omega m1. Okay, means what? The operating point A is nothing, means what? At that point T is equal to TL. Okay, here in this graph they have not shown the load torque curve, but you have to suppose that whatever the operating points given A, B, C, okay, these are the points corresponding to steady state stability, that is T is equal to TL. Okay, now I want to raise the speed, okay, from omega m1 to omega m2. Okay, the initial speed was omega m1. Now I want to raise the speed to omega m2. Okay, okay, the operating point corresponding to omega m2 must be equal to B. Okay, operating point corresponding to speed omega m2 must be equal to B, because that is the equilibrium point. Okay, how this transition happens? Okay, the machine is running at point A. Okay, and we want to run it now at point B. Means what? We have to increase the speed. Means what? We have to accelerate the machine. Okay, we have to accelerate the machine. Okay, means what? The converter, which is, okay, we know the block diagram of the electric drive. Okay, if you remember that, okay, there are the blocks. Okay, first is the source block, then is the power modulator block. Okay, then is the motor block. Okay, and this motor is connected to the load. Okay, I will not show the feedback loop. Okay, this is the one line diagram of the electric drive. Okay, means what? If you want to raise the speed of this motor, okay, this motor, what we have to do? Obviously, the torque produced by the motor must be increased. Okay, in order to accelerate the machine, the electromagnetic torque has to be increased. Okay, and in electric drive, whenever we want the change in speed, okay, that time the machine is running with a maximum torque Tmax. Okay, whatever the maximum torque capability of the machine, okay, with that torque the machine will run. Okay, why? Because, okay, we want the change in speed. Okay, but that change in speed must happen in very low time. Okay, means what? The transient time must be low. Okay, to ensure that every time when we want the change in speed, the machine must be able to produce a maximum torque capability. Okay, suppose I will show it graphically here. Suppose the machine is running with a particular speed. Now I have to raise the speed, okay, to a new speed. Okay, for example, this is the speed equal omega m1, and now I want to raise the speed to omega m2. The torque produced by the machine will be like this. Okay, suppose the machine is also driving a load of suppose 5 Newton meter. Means what? The load torque is equal to 5 Newton. Okay, this is the torque characteristic. Means what? The speed is constant. Okay, the speed is from this point to this particular A point, the speed is constant. Again, the speed is increased till point B, and after point B, the speed is again constant. Means what? It's a constant speed region. This is the change in speed region. Okay, again, this is constant speed region. Okay, and we know the fundamental torque equation, T is equal to TL plus J d omega m by dt. Okay, this term is present only during transient operation. Transient means what? Whenever there is a requirement of speed change, only that case this term is present. Okay, and other case, okay, when steady state condition is there, speed machine is running with a constant speed, means what? In that case T is equal to TL, means what? From 0 to A the equation will be equal to T equal to TL. Okay, from B onwards, okay, इथे सुद्धा whenever speed is constant T is equal to TL हेच असणार आहे. Okay, means what? If we want to we want to draw the graph of the torque for this curve. Okay, torque on time axis, this is the speed in time axis. Okay, now we have select the load equal to 5 Newton. So from 0 to A, okay, from 0 to A, the T equal to TL. The condition is T equal to TL. Okay, but from A to B, the machine has to drive the load plus the machine must be accelerated. Which what the J d omega by dt, this term will be there. Okay, and as earlier I have told that whenever the change in speed is there, whenever we want to accelerate the machine must accelerate with the Tmax capability. Okay, maximum torque capability of the machine. Okay, suppose this is the maximum torque capability of the machine, means what? The machine will now run with a maximum torque Tmax. This is the Tmax capability, Tmax. Okay, again when the machine is again running with a constant speed, the torque requirement from the motor will drop and it will again equal to TL. Okay, I have told you that whenever the speed is constant T is equal to TL. Okay, do you get it? हे कळालं का हा ग्राफ टॉर्कचा कसा आला? ज्या वेळेला फक्त स्पीड चेंज हवा असेल त्यावेळेला टॉर्क जो असतो तो जे डी ओमेगा एम बाय डी टी ने जास्तच असणार. मात्र ह्या ठिकाणी आपल्याला काय करायचं? स्पीड चेंज तर करायचं आहे, मात्र जो काय हा ट्रान्झियंट टाइम हा दिसतोय, स्पीड चेंज करण्यासाठी जो काही टाइम लागतोय तो टाइम जो असतो जितका कमीत कमी असेल तितकं मशीन आहे तो फास्ट असणार. ओके, म्हणजे जास्त फास्ट असण्यासाठी ऑब्व्हियसली ती मॅक्झिमम टॉर्क कॅपॅबिलिटी मशीनची जी काय असेल त्यानं ती मशीन आहे ती ऍक्सलरेट झाली पाहिजे. काय झालं? बोला, कोण बोललो? हॅलो, काय डाऊट आहे का? हॅलो श्वेता,
हा सर.
आवाज येते ना व्यवस्था ऐकू?
हो हो येतोय.
ओके, काय डाऊट आहे का?
नाही.
ओके, टॉर्कचा कर्व कसाला कळाला का?
हा सर.
ओके, पुढे. नाव means what? If you want to change the speed from omega m1 to omega m2, the machine must accelerate with maximum torque capability. Okay, that is happening here. Okay, this is the Tmax point of the machine. Okay, means what? The torque is increased to Tmax. Okay, at point A, that was T is equal to TL, but we want to accelerate the machine, so the torque is increased at point D1, that was equal to Tmax. Okay, so the machine speed will be increased. Okay, speed will be increased through this path, and obviously again when the new speed is reached, omega m2 speed is reached, again machine operation will be settled to new equilibrium point B. Okay, means what? There must be a transition from previous equilibrium point to new equilibrium point. Okay, that is happening here. Okay, means what? Here the transition happening from point A corresponding to speed omega m1, to point d1 corresponding to tmax, to point E1 corresponding to new speed omega m2, and finally the new equilibrium point B, where again T is equal to TF. Okay. Similarly, if you want the speed to be reduced, okay, suppose this machine is operating at point, okay, I will erase all these things. Okay. One minute, I will silent my mobile. Okay. Suppose, again, I will select the pen first. Suppose the machine is running at a speed equal to omega m1. Now we want to reduce the speed equal to omega m3. Again, the original equilibrium point, operating point, was okay. The original equilibrium point was A, corresponding to speed omega m1, and now we want speed equal to omega m3. Obviously, the new corresponding equilibrium point must be established. How it is done? Okay, whenever we want to decrease the speed, of braking torque, okay, will be there. Okay, braking torque is required. Okay, means what, the operation is shifted from quadrant 1 to quadrant 2. Okay, quadrant 1 is forward motoring and quadrant 2 is forward braking. Okay, whenever we want to drop or reduce the speed, okay, we have to shift the operation from quadrant 1 to 2. Okay, means what, we have to apply a reverse torque, reverse motor torque, okay, which will oppose the motion of the motor. Okay, so the path will be from point A to point D3, okay, not D2, point D3, then to point E3. Okay, D3 A3 will be corresponding to braking torque TB, okay, which will oppose the motion of the motor. Okay, so the speed will reduce. Okay, and again the new operating point C will be established, where T is equal to T. Okay, कळलं का, म्हणजे हा ट्रान्झिशन पाथ नवीन फॉर्म होईल. We know the torque equation T is equal to K phi Ia, that is T proportional to Ia. Okay, means if we want to reduce the speed, this torque must be negative. Okay, in order to make this torque negative, we have to reverse the speed of current. Okay, means what, this current has to be negative. Okay, so that the new braking torque TB required to reduce the speed will be equal to minus T. Okay, so the speed will be reduced by following this path from A to D3 to E3 to C. Okay, suppose electric braking is not employed and mechanical braking is employed, then how the new speed is obtained? We have to follow this path. Okay, from A to omega m1, sorry, from A to point, this is the D2 point, then to E2 point, then to C. Okay, in case of mechanical brake, okay, mechanical brake, we can't change its change it or make it negative. Okay, so it will operate in quadrant first only. Okay, means what? The operation will be from A to D2 to E2 to C. Okay, in case of mechanical braking, we can't change the sign of the motor torque. Okay, the speed will be reduced by applying mechanical brakes. Okay, in that case, the torque is reduced. Okay, we have, okay, for reducing the speed, that motor torque has to be reduced. Okay, so due to the motion of the load, the machine speed will be reduced ultimately. Okay, because the T, when in first quadrant, when motor torque T is less than TL, the speed will be reduced. Okay, this principle is to implement mechanical brakes. Okay, whenever a mechanical brakes applied, this torque T, okay, which will drive the machine, will be reduced. Okay, and the new equilibrium point C will be obtained. Okay, means what? In case of electrical braking, the path will be from A to D3 to E3 to C, and in case of mechanical braking, the point is from A to D2 to E2 to C. Okay, okay, we have seen steady state, we have seen acceleration. Acceleration means what? Increase in speed, how transition happens. Deceleration, okay, means how speed is reduced. Okay, they have said that acceleration including starting. Okay, means what? The machine is at standstill, equal to speed equal to 0, and we want to increase the speed to new speed. Suppose the new speed is omega m1. Okay, means what? During starting, we are going to increase the speed, means what? We are accelerating the machine. So they have stated acceleration including starting. Similarly, deceleration including stopping. Okay, suppose the machine is running with a speed omega m, and now we want to stop the machine. Okay, means what? We have to make the speed equal to 0, that is we have to reduce the speed. Okay, means what? Stopping is the case of deceleration. Okay, so they have stated deceleration including stopping.
जाऊन आली.
हॅलो, काय झालं? कोण बोललं? ओके, ठीक आहे. पुढे बघा, नेक्स्ट इज द ड्राइव क्लासिफिकेशन. ओके, drives can be classified as, okay, according to industrial needs, according to design. They may be individual motor drive, they may be group drive, they may be multi-motor drive. Okay, individual motor drive means what? Only a single motor is controlled. Okay, if there is only one motor uh, required for electric drive or used in electric drive, then it is a individual motor drive. Group motor drive means what? Number of motors are used. Okay, okay, group motor drive means what? Suppose there is a one master motor, and using belts, okay, using belts or gears, number of motors connected to shaft of that master motor, main motor, then this is the group motor drive. Okay, means what? The operation or control of extra motors are controlled from using the main motor, master motor. Okay, and in multi-motor drive means in robotic arms. Okay, on robots. Okay, for example, if you consider the example of your arm, then arm, okay, I will draw the structure of the arm like just single line. ओके, इथं आपली काहीतरी बोट असतात. ठीक आहे, म्हणजे या ठिकाणी जॉईंट किती आहेत बघा. फर्स्ट इज द शोल्डर, दिस इज द शोल्डर, युअर शोल्डर. इट मीन्स व्हॉट? वी कॅन मूव आवर arm from shoulder. Okay, we can move it from this joint. Okay, elbow joint or elbow. Or we can move our movement of arm through wrist. Okay, or we can independently control the motion of the fingers. Okay, suppose now we want to implement some similar mechanism in robotic arm. Okay, so there should be a motor will be here, there should be a motor will be here. This is a motor 1, this is motor 2, and for wrist there will be motor number 3, and for fingers, okay, in fingers if you consider a index finger, then there 1 2 3 locations. Okay, 3 motors will be required there. And all these operation we can do independently. Okay, आपण एकाच वेळेला फक्त बाकीचं कॉन्स्टंट ठेवून शोल्डर हलवू शकतो. ओके, सगळं कॉन्स्टंट ठेवून फक्त आपण एल्बो हलवू शकतोय, सगळं कॉन्स्टंट ठेवून आपण रिस्ट फक्त हलवू शकतोय, किंवा बाकीचं शोल्डरला, जॉईंटला, रिस्टला काहीच आपण हालचाल न करता फिंगर्सही आपण हलवू शकतो. ओके, म्हणजे ह्या सगळ्या मोटर ज्या आहेत, मोटर 1, मोटर 2, मोटर 3 and 3 motors required for finger motion. Okay, if we implement such an algorithm in robotic arm, okay, all these motors should be work independently. या सगळ्या ज्या मोटर आहेत ते इंडिपेंडेंटलीच वर्क झाल्या पाहिजेत. म्हणजे त्या राईटला लेफ्टला जर वर्क रोटेट करायचं तर मोटर 1 मी वापरेन. ओके, आणि राईटला लेफ्टला करत असतानाच ते वर खाली जो जायचं असेल तर मी मोटर 2 ची ऑपरेशन करेन. ओके, पुन्हा मला समजा एखादा ऑब्जेक्ट जर उचलायचा असेल तर रिस्ट जो आहे तो मला रिस्ट रिलेटेड जी मोटर आहे त्यानं ऑपरेशन ती वर खाली केलं पाहिजे. ओके, आणि ग्रीप जर घ्यायचं असेल तर पर्टिक्युलर जे काही लोड आहे किंवा ऑब्जेक्ट जो आहे तो उचलायचा असेल, ग्रीप जर द्यायची असेल तर वी हॅव टू मूव्ह द फिंगर्स. ओके, मोटर रिलेटेड टू फिंगर्स. ओके, अशा पद्धतीचे जे काही ड्राईव्ह असतात त्याला म्हणतात मल्टी मोटर ड्राईव्ह. ओके, या ठिकाणी ग्रुप ड्राईव्ह मध्ये आणि मल्टी मोटर ड्राईव्ह मध्ये काय फरक आहे? ग्रुप ड्राईव्ह मध्ये सुद्धा नंबर ऑफ मोटर्स असतात, मात्र एक मास्टर मोटर थ्रू ते सगळं कंट्रोल केलेलं असतं. मात्र मल्टी मोटर ड्राईव्ह मध्ये काय असं नंबर ऑफ मोटर्स असतात आणि प्रत्येक मोटर जी आहे ती इंडिपेंडेंटली कंट्रोल केलेली असते टू ऑब्टेन अ पर्टिक्युलर मोशन. ओके, जर आपण कार इंडस्ट्री वगैरे जर तुम्ही पाहिला असेल तर तो जो काही कारचा जो काही सांगाडा असतोय तो सांगाडा एका ठिकाणून दुसऱ्या ठिकाणी जर उचलायचा, म्हणजे कधी तुम्ही युट्यूबवर जर चेक केलं तर त्या ठिकाणी अशा पद्धतीचे आर्म्स असतात. ओके, किंवा पीएलसी ऑपरेटेड सुद्धा हे आर्म्स असू शकतात. ओके, कळलं का हे क्लासिफिकेशन कसं आहे? या रिलेटेड नोट्स आहेत ते मी तुम्हाला प्रोव्हाइड